And here we go. You guys are muted now if you want to speak. Want to speak up?
Nice.
Hello.
Are we doing the funny bit where no one fucking speaks?
We're doing the funny bit.
God damn it.
Was it funny enough?
I laughed. I think chat laughed too. I hope.
Let's go. Let's go.
Very good.
How are we all doing today?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
I have
Excited?
a drink in front of me. I'm hydrating. I'm good.
Oh, I should go do that.
I'm drinking. I'm
Please get some water.
punching my
Let me go do that
thirst.
real quick.
Let's go. Everyone else get some water. Make sure you have a tall glass of water.
Water check.
Remember to hell hydrate.
All right.
Have a little drink. Might grab a beer to help a roleplay.
Water.
Out water.
Okay, let's see. How do I sound with this on?
I love
Actually,
water.
There you go. There you go. Already intoxicated.
Perfect. Oh shit, that actually sounds good. I like it.
I'm telling you, man.
Okay.
Hello, we're back. I have
Increase
water.
My gain up a bit.
Only water?
Only water. Only
water.
Only.
Wait,
fans.
what sounds good?
Some bitter water.
Listen, man.
Spicy water?
It's too
Yeah.
spicy for me. I'm white. No spice in this household.
Spicy.
Are we hyped for
That-
D&D?
Be sad.
Oh,
Yes.
I feel hyped.
Let's fucking go. We got a
Let's
first
fuck-
session of a really good campaign here that I'm super excited for. It is session 1 of the Trelmar Way. Let's begin.
Among Us.
I should probably unmute the bot.
For games, yeah.
All right. The cool overlay has been shown and revealed, even though I probably did it before.
For a second, yes.
Our
All right.
story
Oh, that looks good.
Our story begins in the new year in the application room of Trelmar University. Trelmar University is known for being a bit of a different school compared to others across the Velentov. It allows for students to choose their own professors, as well as, unlike other magical schools, it is inclusive and allows people in the martial arts and the martial skills to train and hone their skills while also learning about magic. The world has been changing, and according to Trelmar University, they should try and catch up and go even further. As in the words of the university, sight of the past, guidance to the future. And on the 8th of Mercadius, the start of the new year, it is time for the strongest of minds of the next generation to apply themselves and take their first set of classes. A figure darkens the golden tiles of the Trelmar University pathway. Who is first? All right. The first person that walks upon the golden tiles is a teal individual with a weird flesh monstrosity upon their shoulder.
Wait,
you
what
like-
you saying about Greg?
Would you like to introduce yourself? Oh, I'm making light.
As a player or a character?
Both. Introduce yourself as a player and
Okay.
introduce your character a little bit.
What's up, everyone? My name is Colby. I have very limited D&D experience, but I'm very excited to be here. Today, I'm playing a sea elf rogue named Jervis, with his great companion Greg. I love it.
Jervis.
That's me.
Jarvis.
All right.
Yeah,
So-
Jervis. Yeah, not Jarvis.
So the map is active. You see in front of you a large building. Upon this first chimney here, you see the symbol of Trelmar, which is a fist with a sword and a wand on either side. I might
Okay.
replay the music. Today is the first day of classes, and or not the first day of classes, but the first day of the university where the students choose their professors and in front of you, a stone or a wooden door is right there. You can move on your own. The map is active.
I move my character.
Yep, you can
Okay,
move. You can
interesting.
move with the arrow keys or move with the mouse. Click and drag.
Oh, cool. Sweet. All right. Let's see if this is unlocked, eh?
It is unlocked. The door swings open, and you see elegant purple and gray tile.
Oh, quite fancy, if I do say so myself.
There is
Right.
there is the sound of rushing water as you come to this door.
I wonder what that could be. Sounds like a good old home in Odenfield.
As you
Is this unlocked as well?
It is. The door swings open again, and you see a lot of people collecting their books, people running to where they need to go. There are people lined up at the desk at a little window here. A large fountain rushes with water as water emanates magically at the top and trickles down to the bottom. A fireplace can be seen crackling in the distance with magical flame. There's another door here, another door here. A large set of doors over here that look more ornate than the rest, and then another set of doors here. People are kind of gathering and coalescing at this center area here.
I guess Jaros will just kind of wander over and join the mob of people, kind of waiting around this window. Just kinda
Okay,
see what's inside.
okay, calm down. There's so many of you here. Please form a single file line, and I can get you all into the university quickly. Okay, you must get into a line first, please. As a purple Tachai woman begins kind of corralling a large group of 10 people into a single file line. All right. I'm the accountant and I'm the administrator here. Please form a single and neat file line, and I can get you all the problems you need solved. We can move you on with your day, okay? How about you? What's your
Right
name? She points over to you.
My name's Jarvis. I'm here for the first day of school.
She
Where
thinks
should I be heading?
she thinks on your name for a second. Are you new here?
Indeed.
By the way, if you want, you can hit T and V. V is to point, and T is for a text bubble over your character name.
Cool.
Although it's not required for you, because on your overlay, whenever you speak, your character will also speak.
My character lights up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, oh, you're a freshman. Are you here for orientation?
Yes, I kind of want to see it on the school a little bit. Kind of see what I'm getting myself into.
All right, so those two, that set of door there is where you want to go. That's where you'll be choosing your first professor.
All right then.
You're actually
very much.
you're actually just in time. I think your class is starting soon.
Well, then I have to be on my way, won't I?
She kind of gives you a nod. All right, and another tidbit: if you right-click your character, you'll see a whole bunch of buttons appear next to it. The one at the bottom that looks like the set of stairs. If you click that, that will flip your token.
Oh, okay, cool. I just like. Oh, interesting.
Yep. So it'll flip your token. So if you want to look at something over here, you could be like, okay, I flip my token and look at the wall.
Is there a hotkey for that? Or is it just...
I don't think there's a hotkey for that. You'll have to click. Sadly.
I'm clicking stuff. Gotcha. Alright, and I'll make my way over here.
All right, and you open the door and you see these individuals standing, kind of talking to themselves. A large human standing about 6.5 feet. An old gnome with grayed skin and silver hair with a large staff, wearing elegant archmage robes. A dwarf wearing steel armor and blue robes that are kind of neatly dressed upon his armor, and a tiefling or a Tachai woman with pink hair and red skin, and red gems for her horns. She wears a nice medieval style corset and elegant silky white clothing. You can take a seat here in one of these 3 stalls.
I'll just sit in the back of them.
Okay, and if you want to move off of the grid, you can hover over any space and just hit shift, and that will move you off grid.
Oh, interesting. Wait, how do I do that?
So you click your character and you hover over a tile as if you're moving. You hit shift, and wherever you move, it will move you off the grid.
Okay.
All right, another figure walks in. Good morning. I'm excited to start the day. It is nice to meet you. And she kind of moves up and looks in your direction, kind of gives you a nod of respect and moves over and sits in one of the pews.
Jervis will nod back.
I am Spell of Rain. It is nice to meet you. And your name is?
The name's Jervis Seabreeze. It's a pleasant pleasure.
Oh, you sound like you're from down south.
That would be correct. I haven't been around these parts most of my life. I grew up in the Oldenville.
Oh, I want to learn more about your people. And she looks at the blobfish. Oh, look at the cute little fish. I'll have to give him a
you mean
pet.
Greg?
Yes.
Please do. He loves people.
I'll have to give him a pet sometime. You notice that her attire is of army green, an army green cloak that has like a plague doctor mask kind of hanging around the side of her belt. She has many different potions and spells and a canter that has violet ash that kind of surrounds it and gives it an aura of nice smelling crushed up petals.
Okay. Where do you find yourself from?
I'm from Alverholt. I studied in the university there, but I got accepted to Trelmar.
Oh, interesting. I've never seen one quite your description. Smell quite pleasant.
I'm a tabaxi. They're not too common in the swamp, from what I know. They're mostly in the savannah, right next to the swamp.
Well, I haven't really ventured out very far from the old swamps. So, I mean, it's nice. A pleasure to meet new people, you know.
The Hard Oak is an amazing place. That's where you are. You had to make quite a trek here from the swamplands, huh?
It wasn't a bit much. It wasn't much for the old Jervis, but you know, it was quite a trek.
I'm assuming you're pretty good with a boat.
I'm good. I would say I'm okay.
You did have to you had to take a boat to go from the swamplands to the Hard Oak. It's a couple day venture that not a lot of people fuss about it. The university actually paid for your fare to the university itself, but the location of the university was kept hidden. You didn't know where you were going, and there weren't really any cities around. You just came to an island. You were told you were at the university, and you walked up to the gates.
I would assume that it's like pretty far from Oldenville or the swamp.
It is a couple of days away from Oldenville.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right, and as the two of you get to know each other, another figure darkens the golden tiles. Who is it? All right. Heavy footsteps begin to slightly rumble any still dirt that could be found near the golden path. What you find is a man covered in red from head to toe. Would you like to explain yourself? Who are you? Why you're here? And a little personal introduction.
Howdy, I'm Helios, also known as Hell. I'm here because I want to have fun. Just play some D&D.
All right, and who's your guy here?
I'll be playing Antaeus Reed, a Summer to Chai barbarian who has come to the academy to learn more about himself and really discover his own magic.
All right. I'm just gonna be honest. Until you just said he was a guy, I thought your character was a chick. Like, I'm gonna be honest.
Hey, Dart and
It's
YK,
2021.
thank you for the gift
That's
of sub.
fair.
Or thank you for the
That's all I
sub.
was gonna say.
Appreciate you.
1479. We don't assume.
Yeah, it's
around here.
1479. Come on, man.
Yeah.
All right, and you see the elegant building that is the admissions hall of Trelmar University. You see the wand and sword staff, or the sigil that is on the fireplace and on the doors here.
I'll just walk in.
All right. You see that there are a bunch of people now in this admissions hall. As you were running, you're on time, but it's just about 11 a.m. and that's high time for people to begin moving around the university. And you see that a much larger crowd has begun to form here.
I'll see in the crowd. I'll merge into it, if not towards the back.
All right. You feel someone watching you from a distance. Daggers in the back of your head. Someone from the line is looking at you. A green individual, jet black hair and green scales across their forehead and all over their body, just kind of looking at you, taking in your appearance. Do you look at them?
I'll keep my eyes forward on the line.
Okay. Eventually, the line whittles down. Yes, I have your spell book. I have your books at rent. Go over to the pavilion and you'll be able to find them. Okay? Hello. Oh, you're a Tachai. I haven't seen one of my kind in forever. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. What's your name?
I'm Antaeus, but all people around me call me Ant.
Nice to meet you, Ant. What can I do you for? What are you here?
Oh, I'm just first year. I just needed the orientation.
Oh, this is your orientation. Wonderful. The other two classes have been accepted so far, but this is the first time we have our new batch of freshmen coming in. All right, so if you want, you could just go down to these doors over here, and you should be able to get in there and find them real
Alrighty.
quickly.
Thank you so much.
Of course, you'll be picking your professor anytime soon.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
I will head past, not looking at the woman who was staring at me, into the room.
Hello. I believe I'm a freshman as well. Sure. What's your name? I'm Chantil. Okay, well, you could just follow that guide right there. Go right through those doors. Yes, ma'am. He begins pushing through people, not really caring. He walks in. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So,
As he sits down. All right. Where do you sit, Antaeus? This is an important decision for your character that will have many different outcomes. Where do you sit?
I'll sit in the back, but towards the door.
Okay. If no one has anything to say, we can move on to the next person. If you guys want to interact.
I was some mate. Never seen you on these parts. What can I call you?
Hi.
Okay then.
Oh, your name is Hi?
Yeah.
That's a wonderful name.
It's Ant.
Ant. I like it. Where do you come from?
Oh, I'm just east of Borden. Or Barden, sorry.
She excitedly scooches over on the pew. You're from Barden? So that means you're from Birch Keep.
Oh no, just east of it, right near the border.
Oh. Wow, you're from the Pine.
Close to there.
Wait. Barden.
Right. All right then. Well, y'all don't really quite get it, now, do ya?
Get what?
Who's speaking? Well. Now you broke the character introduction. Someone's walking up on the tile. What are you doing? Who are you? What's your name?
That was my bad. I unmuted myself for a second there. Hi. I'm Zane. I'm joining Empo to potentially introduce a fun character and a fun time for everybody. I'm playing this boy right here, Ezekiel. He doesn't go by Zeke. He's, as you can see, Triton, but appearances aren't as they seem. He likes throwing his fists around as a fighter, but he's doing what he can.
All right. You see the sigil on the fireplace, or on the chimney, and specifically on the door, and you know that you're in the admissions hall. It appears that
Now,
the
ain't
two
this a fancy place right here?
it appears that the two people that you were talking to, they weren't freshmen and they are just kind of going on other paths. One of them's actually coming in and like going into this room here. As she kind of like
Thanks for
storms
showing me
past.
the way here. I almost got
course.
lost back there.
Of course, you don't want to get lost in Trelmar. You might run into some bad people.
Yeah, it was a bit of a journey over here, and I can't exactly know this place if I've never been here before.
All right, you push through the door and you hear the sound of rushing water and chatter.
I'm quite excited. That's what's up. I'm gonna go ahead and push open the door.
Okay, you push open the door, and holy hell, there are a lot of people in here. Please, I'm only one person. Please get into a single file line. There's 30 of you in here now. Please. They need to hire someone else. If you need to get your spell books, you can go to the pavilion. Don't shout at me. I don't make the rules. It's administration. Any freshman, this will just be easier. Any freshmen, go into those doors over there. You'll be fine. We have Class A doing their orientation today. Class B and Class C, yours are tomorrow and the day after. You don't need to be there for Class A's orientation. As you hear a bunch of people like, some sighs, some people begin storming out. Upperclassmen, you don't need to do orientation again. I understand it's fun, but please, the others, let them do their thing. As people begin dispersing, she kind of like puts her head in her hands on the desk.
Zeke's gonna kind of like, before he starts heading over, he's gonna look at one of the other students, like maybe some of them walking out, and he's just gonna like stop one. Just stop
Okay.
a couple.
You stop a gnome who kind of looks at you with a spellbook. Hi, how can I help you?
Hello there, friend. I have some coupons here for Seaweed Weewoo Shock and Shrimp. Are you interested? You ever heard of it?
A shrimp place?
Yeah, this is one of the restaurants that you see popping up all the time around here.
Wait, that restaurant in the pavilion? You have
Yes.
coupons?
Yeah, I have a lot, and he opens up his like a pouch on like his side, just like overflowing with coupons.
He kind of like takes you aside. Okay, buddy, I have a plan. Let's say you and me, we start a business. We make counterfeit tickets, and we sell them to people.
I do not quite understand what it is you're saying, because that is my business. And he kind of like
shit!
gestures to his shirt.
Oh shit! You sell fake tickets? Can I get in on that?
No, I am the heir to Siwu Weewu.
Oh shit! You're the heir. Oh, I don't want to step on your toes then. I'll take one of them tickets though. I'll tell your friends that Siwu Weewu himself's here.
I'll give him 2 tickets.
All right, you give him 2 tickets, and he gives one to a Chai next to him, and they begin walking out into another part of the campus.
Right now, yeah, okay, that was a little weird. Why would he go about telling me about a fake business like that? Maybe I should report it to the school. I don't know.
Yes, freshmen. The freshmen that are in Class A, you go to those doors over there. No, don't go wandering around too much. You'll get killed.
He'll wave back and backwards.
She gives you a
'cause he's
wave.
hurt. Which one? Where am I clicking?
You right click and the one all the way in the left at the bottom, the one that looks like stairs. You can click that and that flips your it flips your top.
Got it. I was just doing the rotation.
Okay. And as you push open the doors, you see a whole cast of characters that are beginning to talk amongst themselves, and 4 individuals that are just standing there. They're kind of having small talk.
Oh, now y'all, hello. I'm assuming I'm one of the freshmen here.
Wonderful.
Welcome,
You
mate.
wonderful. You can take a seat in one of the pews. You should have a couple of more classmen before you start your choosing ritual. Hi.
Alright, that sounds good.
Oh, hi. You look interesting. And she kind of like steps up. What's your name?
He's gonna like lean back he's gonna lean back on the chair, like turn around and look at her.
Don't lean too far. I don't want the pew to fall.
He's gonna no, he's not gonna do that. Yeah, he's gonna look back. He's like, hey, well, nice to meet you. My name is Zeke.
I am Spell of Rain. It is nice to meet you. Most people just call me Spell or Rain.
I'll call you Rain. That it sounds a lot nicer.
People like Rain.
And he'll go for a handshake, but there's a coupon in his hand too.
I don't want to take your coupon. You might want to keep that.
No worries. I have plenty of coupons.
I heard Si Woo Wee Woo's pretty good around here.
I have plenty of them. No worries. Here you go.
No. I insist. You keep your
pull out
coupon.
2 more, and put one on her lap, and then kind of slide one over to the person next to him.
He kind of grabs it with his spindly finger.
Yeah, see, there you go. Now I'm keeping my coupon, and you got one too.
Have you met my friends? They're called Jervis and Antius. They're pretty cool.
She'll look further back. The 2 back there.
She nods.
I'll
Yes.
give a little wave.
Oh, you're muted, Colby.
Oh, my bad.
You're all good.
Okay. I heard you're called Ezekiel, was it?
Zeke, yes.
You get one of them, yeah, gotcha. I'll just call you Zeke from now on then. You got any one of them coupons for me, mate?
Of course. I have plenty of coupons around here. It's
Oh, my friend.
quite a necessity. And he'll open up his pouch again, still overflowing coupons, hand one over.
Oh, thanks, man. We'll talk to you later. Seems like this is not really a place to talk too much, you know?
Right, you don't really want to upset the teachers.
Oh, you all can talk, darling. It's okay. Feel free. We're just waiting, after all.
How many more waiting on?
3 more, I think. Right? Is that what we have in our ledger? Yeah, it should be something like 3 more. I agree. I think we are having 8 students for this class. Usually, Trelmar keeps low numbers to ensure that everyone gets equal treatment. It's hard to teach a class of 20 kids and teach them all equally. And plus, we do a little bit more hands-on experiments, if that makes sense. He understand? Scratches his head.
How's this working? Of course, man. You guys usually only have 2 pupils apiece, or how does that work?
2 pupils apiece? What do you mean by that?
Well, we got a class of 8 here, so you got 4 of you.
Oh, no. Well, what you do is you pick, the 8 of you will pick one of us to be your professor for the year. And then after the semester's over, you do it again for your sophomore. We want to, at Trelmar, we try to form a bond between our students, so you keep your same class every year. You switch professors, though, to ensure you're getting different types of teaching every year. Or every semester, actually. They changed the curriculum on me. Yeah, something like that. Alright. Someone else makes their way to the admissions hall. The sound of heavy armor begins to clash upon the golden tiles. Googly, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, yo. So I'm Brady. Little D&D experience before, and then now I'm here to play with this dwarf paladin. That should be pretty fun.
All right. As Googly begins walking forward, you see that the door is actually held open by a gnome. Kind of looks at you and kind of like gestures over. Come on, over here. It's $5 to enter. 5 gold coins.
How do I move it again?
You can move with the arrow keys, or you can click and drag. So you might need to highlight your token. So click over it once, and then move with your WASD, or I think it's also arrow keys. Yeah, with the arrow keys.
Something just happened.
Yeah, I moved them up.
Got it. It's not moving.
It's not. Let
Make
me.
sure you're clicked on your token.
Yeah, you might need to click it once so you see like a little bit of an orange highlight around him.
Oh, got it.
There you go.
Cool.
You see a gnome kind of look at you. It's 5 gold coins to enter.
Well, I don't really believe that. Now, do I? But
Why
if
don't
it is
you?
5 gold coins, then gosh, I don't know if I have that.
Are you a
Haven't seen
freshman?
Yes, I'm new here.
Ah, okay. You get the freshman discount. 5 gold coins off, so it's free to enter.
Oh, well, thank you. Really. Very, very kind.
We don't want you to get the wrong impression at Trelmar University. You know, I'm an employee after all. I'm not really. I'm just trying to make money so I can live.
Well, I gotta tell you, that doesn't sound like an honest way to make a living, especially in front of this school here where people are trying to learn. I would advise finding a different profession or hobby.
Apparently, I was told that the heir of Siwoo Wee Woo's here, so maybe I could get a job at Siwoo Wee Woo.
That sounds like a great idea. Yeah, that I would look into that.
Welcome to Trelmar University.
Googly.
Oh, googly. I'm Trent.
Hi there.
And he kind of gestures you in. If you're a freshman, you're gonna want to go to those that back door by the fountain.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, I guess I'll just head right back there.
Gives you a nod and he kind of walks out. I need to go to Siwoo Wee Woo. Alrighty, and you can move with the arrow keys. There you go. You enter in and you see that there is a lot less people here than there were before through the other people, as the other freshmen have been told to leave, and the people that need their other fulfillments, like getting their spell books or getting their schedules, can go to the other places in the university, like the pavilion. You see the Chai is kind of writing in a ledger. We've had about 6 freshmen, I believe. We should have 2 or 3 more.
I guess I'll just walk up to her.
Oh,
Hi
hello.
there. I'm a freshman here. I was told to go to the back door
Yep.
by the fountain.
Yep, so
All
what
right.
you want to do is that door there is where you choose your professor. Your class A. Looks like we have an interesting cast of characters for your class.
Well, then I guess I'll just head back there, try to meet some people.
She gives you a nod. I'm Fira, by the way. I am the I guess you would call what would you call me? I'm the assistant who does all the communications needs for the university or for here.
I think you mean the expert.
The expert? Oh no.
Does anyone else do the job like you do?
Well, I am the only Fira.
Gotta be the only expert.
I like you.
Googly, by the way.
Nice to meet you, Googly. I like that name.
Thank you so much. I guess I'll just head back there.
Yep, just follow these tiles, and you see that some of the tiles begin to glow with a silver light, kind of like a beacon in a quest game. As you enter
Hi
in.
there. Hello, everyone.
Oh, hi. Oh, you're bald. Oh, that's cool.
Well, all right. Well, thanks. Yeah, I appreciate that.
I'm Spell of Rain. People call me Spell or Rain. Whatever you want.
I'm googly. I guess I'll just call you Rain.
Oh, that's 2 for Rain. Hi.
Yeah, well, like I said, it's quite a nice name.
I guess I'll just take a seat over here then.
All right.
So
Another.
boldly.
You guys
Hi
can go.
there.
Name's Jervis. I've never seen someone with your disposition when it comes to hair.
What? No, it's I'm just young. Don't worry about it. It's great.
I see.
What do you? It's a very nice blobfish you got there.
Oh, you mean Greg? Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
You want to pet him?
No, that's all right. I would hate to dirty him.
Oh, suit yourself then. Then Jervis just sits back down.
All right, a figure with fire red hair and golden scales across her arm walks in and kind of stands over by this wall here and kind of leans on it. She kind of gives you a nod. Hi, I'm Tara. I'm one of your students.
How do you do the arrow pointing, Impa?
That is Y. T is text bubble and Y is the
okay.
point.
Well, hi there.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I look forward to a productive semester of work. She kind of rolls her eyes.
I think it'll be a great semester.
It could be work. We can also make it fun. It just depends on what you want to do.
We could. Depends on your mood, I guess. All
Work
right.
hard, play hard.
And the last person to walk across the golden tiles, as he walks, purple begins to shine off his body like a beacon of light. Who is this interesting dragonborn here?
Hello, my name is Thexan. I am a sapphire dragonborn. I hail from somewhere in the mountains in the Draconic Empire. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. I know the capital, but that's about it. And I am a knowledge cleric, a cleric of. Hold on, what was? Wait. What was the god's name again? Hold on. Was it Moradin? I think it was not Moradin.
Saren Goss, maybe?
No, I'm thinking of the god of gemlings.
Oh, Rusan.
Rusan. Okay, let me pull that up in the World Anvil.
Yep.
Just in case. All right. Yeah, I am a cleric of Rusan. And by some manner in some way, I have managed to gain admittance. I don't know if it's through a scholarship or not. I would imagine it's through a scholarship, considering how prestigious the university actually is.
Believe it or not, you are chosen to go to Trelmar University. It's not through a scholarship. It's through the university actively reaching out to you. That's why they pay for your travel tickets and your travel fees and all of the stuff that makes it so you can get to Trelmar University.
All right. Got it. All right, good to know. Player-wise, hello, my name is Spectral. I've been playing D&D ever since last October, around when Shattered Crowns Season 2 of Arcadum's D&D World started. And I've been playing ever since. I am in another live-streamed campaign called The Path of Flames, which is being streamed by a person, a DM known as Dungeons with Shepherd. If you are interested in watching that campaign, it airs at 7:20, I believe, or 8:20 today. So if you're looking for another campaign to possibly watch, I would recommend that to you. I'm glad to be here, and I hope to have a good time. Empo, you're muted.
I think I started stepping away for a second.
Oh, okay. Well then, not see. Okay. And what's this shift click thing he was talking about? Okay, that's what it is.
I'm back.
Okay.
All right, what's going on?
Okay, no, I just introduced myself and my character.
Okie dokie. You see the doors of Trelmar University open and waiting. By the way, it is a little bit chillier than normal. It is the winter months of the Adir calendar. Technically, it would be like the equivalent of January. So, although it is an archipelago here, during the winter, the Hard Oak gets a little bit colder than most places on the continent.
All right. Say, do I see this window over here?
Yeah, you would.
Hmm.
You have a good view of this building coming off the docks.
All right. I'll just go and investigate. You know. Might as well learn something.
Sure, you can
new.
do that. Give me an investigation check. The first check of the
just
game.
like- all right.
So click on your token, and you should be able to go to investigation and click it.
Yeah, I see it. Boom. Normal. 18.
18.
What do I see?
You see a fireplace here that emanates with fire magic, radiating and warming up the tower here. You actually notice that there's a little bit of moisture that is collected upon the blue windows over time. There is a sundial here that is beginning to move, and you notice up at the top, all the way at the top of the tower, there is vines that are beginning to grow and bear fruit. This is some sort of time chamber that allows for the bearing of fruit. Or food. You're unsure.
Okay. I'll open up my journal.
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm walking back, I'll just jot down. All right. Sundial of, like, wait, do I know that's a time? Do I know that's like some type of time chamber?
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. 16.
You get the sense that it is probably a time chamber due to how fast the vines are growing and bearing fruit.
Okay. I'll just jot down in my journal. I'll just like make like a small new entry over the other entries that I've already made from my travels
Okay.
and my experiences. I'll just jot down under Trelmar University. Time room of sustenance in main building, and I'll put a question mark
Okay,
right next to it.
that's fine. It's technically the admissions hall, but you would call it the main building.
Yeah. I see the symbol here. I presume.
You see the wand, the sword, and the fist.
All right. I'll flip through my pages in my journal. I have a book here, and I would be actually like flipping through the pages, but my mic doesn't pick up on that.
That's fine.
So, I'll just double check if that's the right symbol.
Don't worry, my mic is picking up every single bark my dog is doing in the background.
Yeah. And, well, it appears that it is. So, seems to be the place. Let's see what happens.
Okay. You move into the admissions hall. You hear the sound of flowing water and the sound of crackling heat. And as soon as you enter this room, a wave of warmth washes over your body, as it was about, let's say, 30 degrees outside. So cold, but not really winter cold, depending on where you live. But the heat that is generated from the chimney warms up your body and puts you back to a stable temperature. You see that the tiles here begin to glow, leading you to this door. A lady sits at the desk, kind of writing some notes. But there are also other rooms that have been left unexplored.
This water fountain right here, is it drinkable?
It's water.
All right, I'll take a sip.
All right, you take a sip.
I'll grab like a small handful and like take a sip from the hand.
It tastes like premium water fountain water. There's a little bit of like metal taste to it when you drink it. Please don't drink from the fountain. If you do, get a cup at least.
Oh, my bad. You know, there's a fountain there.
That's okay.
I see free water. You know, might as well grab it. Hello.
That's okay. Hi, I'm Fira. It's nice to meet you.
I'll flip journal. I'll look through regular greetings and I'll see. Okay, yeah, that's the one. All right. Yes, nice to meet you as well. My name is. Looks down our journal again. Vexen.
Your name's
What is yours?
Thexen. That's a nice name. I'm Fira. What are you here for? Are you looking for spell books? Are you looking for your ledger, your schedule?
I believe if I'm correct, I got accepted here. Yeah, I believe it's called. believe I'm called now a freshman. I don't really get that.
Okay. You're a freshman. I see. If you follow those blinking tiles here, you can enter into that door, and that's where you choose your professor.
Right. Can you tell me a little bit about this place?
Trelmar University is a university that's been established for, she kind of like thinks, a long time, let's just say. And it was created by the old Archmage of the Velentov known as Trelmar. He made the university so that minds like his could meet up and exchange powers, gifts, and secrets. It was originally a secret society, but afterwards it became a university as he decided that he wanted it to become a center of thought within the archipelago.
I'll just be like jotting that down. Like I'll flip a few pages and just like jot that down under Trelmar University. I'll make an annotation saying it just general history. And I'll write that down with my tail pen. And I'll just be like, okay, understood. All right then. If after I'm done with the orientation, I need any more questions, can I just come to you for that?
Of course. I sit here
All right.
most times, so you'll be able to find me here unless it's night, and then I'll be in my campus room. Have a wonderful day,
Understood.
Thexen.
You too. I don't think I ever caught your name.
It's Fira.
All right then. See you till I see you, Fira.
She gives you a nod.
Yeah. I'll just have nod back and then I'll just make my way. Oh wait, you could flip?
Yeah. So you right click your token and you see where the stairs are.
Okay.
That's how you flip your tile orientation.
Okay, yeah, the Y-wing bomber. At least that's what it looks like to me. It looks like it's like, you know that bomber from Black Ops?
I know which one you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It looks like stairs to me, but now that I see it, yeah, it also looks like one of them too.
Yeah.
All right, so you
All right.
push through the wooden door and you see that there is light chatter going on.
That's what makes shock and shrimp sandwiches so good. Oh, hello.
Hey,
Hello.
what's up?
Looks up. Looks back down. A ceiling.
Nice.
Yes, hello. My name is Thexen. I believe this is the orientation room, correct?
Yeah, I believe so.
We're all freshmen here, so yeah.
All right. Then this appears to be the right place.
Well, welcome.
I'll look around. I'll see there's like 2 in every seat, and I see that there's one person just standing.
Mm-hmm.
Mate, you can come here next to me, you know? I'll make room for you.
All right. I mean, if you say so.
Hey, Googly, why don't you move over for Miss Elf over there, Tara?
Of course.
Oh, thank you. She begins.
Hey, I'm really struggling with getting this off the grid.
So click your token, and then drag it, and then hold shift, and then you can move it anywhere you want.
Yeah, no, you got it.
Oh, okay,
There you go.
Got it. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
It looks like everyone's here. She kind of steps forward. Hello, I am Sergey Ilyevich. I'm one of the professors here. Welcome to orientation. In the words of something, and here we go. As I said before, I am Sergey Ilyevich. I exist within Trelmar University, and I am the resident time and space professor within here. So if you have any questions about space or time, I hopefully will be able to answer them. These are my other 4 associates, Professor Connard, Professor Ekelin, and Madame Suleon. We are all different. We all have different specialties. So if you have any questions for us, if it makes your choosing process easier, feel free to ask. You can make a democratic vote. You can choose whichever one you want. It is up to the students how you choose your professor for your first semester. Yeah, something like that.
Just so we all understand, we are one class together, right?
Huh? Empo?
You might be muted.
Empo, you're not.
Yeah, I
saying anything.
was muted. Yeah, the 8 of you together are one class. You'll be doing your semester project here, and you'll be doing your assignments together in a group.
So then, all of us here are deciding on a professor together, or
Yes.
potentially.
Yep. He gives you a nod.
And we stay together throughout the years, right?
Yes, you take your tests together, even though we don't really do tests. You take your projects together. You take your assignments together. You're a class, and you'll be doing this for all of your 4 years and 2 semesters.
Got it.
Well, we are from. Oops, isn't working. Oh, there we go. We are from Mr. Time and Space. Why don't you, the rest of y'all, go through what you do a little bit?
The T'Chai kind of steps up. I am Madame Suleon. I am a T'Chai, and I am the professor of history and magical arts. I teach you all about geopolitics of the world and how the races of the world interact with one another, and also a little bit about what makes them special. She kind of looks around. If you have any questions about my people or your people, I can answer them. Yeah, I'm Professor Ekelin. I'm the professor of war tactics. I served 3 times in the Hard Oak military. I protected Mercutius during the Dove Day siege. I'm pretty big around here. I'm the reason why the theocracy of Phoenicius was driven out from our city.
Oh,
If
no problem. Don't worry about it. Hail, brother.
Is there a lot of war in this world, or is it like?
Well, funny you asked that. Surprisingly, there was a lot of war, but nowadays the focus has been pointed towards the Amber, which is the main war that the continent of the Velnum is struggling against. All of the
And that's
states.
like a widely.
It is a widely known thing that, oh shit, there's a magic source that can make people disappear, and it's running rampant. It's actually what most of the other professors at Trelmar University are focusing their efforts on.
Is it like a physical war, or is it like...
It
like
has become
magical
physical because it's attacked multiple places. Like the Theocracy of Phoenicius just a couple weeks ago in the game has been suffering from an ailment of amber ash that has fallen across the Isles. Googly, your character probably has been on their journey to the Hard Oak before they got hit with the ash, so you wouldn't even be aware of that.
Okay.
It has
Is that
become
like-
physical because the Empire of the Pine was attacked at the start of Fater by the forces of the Amber. It's called the Zeroth Incursion, and a couple of strong heroes across the world have defended the Pine to the best of their ability. The Pine characters would know about this and know of the horrors of the New Pine, where the Shadow and the forces of the Fae are at odds with one another.
Cool.
And I am Professor Connard. I am the next in line to become the Archmage of the Velnum. I am the professor on Primal Arcana and any of these shades. So if you have any questions about those types of magics, you can come to me, and I'll try and help you. I also have some businesses on the side, some business deals. If you're interested in learning about them, I'm the professor of economics as well.
What's a big shot next Archmage like yourself doing around these parts?
Oh, me? I like to enlighten the youth, and I like to train them. I'm looking for the next successor to my generation of Archmages. And technically, I'm next in line, so I'm not the Archmage yet. But once the Archmage of the previous generation passes away, I'll probably be taking his spot soon.
Let's see.
Who is the current Archmage?
Well, the Archmage is the descendant of Trelmar himself. His name is Julius Trelmar.
I might have a business proposal for you later.
I like to hear it. All right, and now
fellow students.
And now, out of character.
Oops, sorry.
No, it's all good. You can either decide this out of character or in character, which professor you want to pick. The NPCs will go along with your choices. They have no real sway. You guys have majority anyway. So if you have a unanimous vote,
Gotcha.
you can pick one. And if you need me to answer any out of character questions, I can answer them as well.
No, I mean,
What's the
Alright.
Sorry, go ahead.
no, that's fine. Go ahead.
Please, after you.
I'll go.
Ironsail.
Whatever professor we don't select,
Bruh.
are they going to be professor later on, theoretically?
They will still be an NPC that you can meet and interact with, and they can give you special insights and help. Each professor has their own special field that they actively work on. So if your group project, which is what your campaign will be focused on, falls into one of those elements, you can get help from them.
Oh, interesting. Do we like learn stuff? Is like what we learn dependent on which professor we choose, or?
That will go in. I'll go into that a little bit later, but yes, your main semester project will be dependent on which professor you pick. Each four has they all have their own special route that they go on for their semester.
I'm gonna turn back
Gotcha.
towards everybody. Oh, yeah, Zeke's gonna turn back towards everybody. Specifically, everyone behind him, not really towards Chantil, since Chantil's sitting on the same bench. Right. Well, what teacher do you guys want? Seems interesting to y'all.
It's also at this point that the professors they all walk out as they don't want to be an active participant in the choosing process. So it's just your characters.
Can I slip a Connor?
A mage hand grabs it before you can even finish your sentence.
Yeah.
Takes it and puts it in his pocket.
Yeah. Right. Well, you heard the teachers. We're picking. We got to pick one of the four. Seems like. I'm personally partial towards two of them. I don't know about you, but that's
which
what
two
my
might
head
those
thinks
be?
of. I kind of like the economics teacher and space time. Seem interesting. Kind of would be fun.
Well, I'm gonna agree on the.
Okay.
What is it?
I do think Connor can really help us come together as a family.
Huh? Wait, no, wait. I was out of character, huh? I was like, did you say Connor Kent? Like
I said
Professor
Connor,
Connor.
like Professor
Professor
Connor.
Connor, right?
Yeah, like
I
the
don't know.
Professor
I'm
Connor.
dumb. I heard a Kent after that.
Probably can. Connor
Okay.
can. Yeah.
Oh, I see, man.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, why are you mentioning Superboy, bro? All right, no.
Wait, what? Superboy.
Okay.
What do you think, Googly?
Personally, for me, I'm more partial to Madame Solian. I think the politics of this
what your
region and
eyes
this
lie.
area. Oh, of course, it's only about the geopolitics. I would never,
Of course.
respectfully.
As a fellow cultured man myself, I see what you mean.
My character would have no idea what that means, what they're implying. But if he did, he would probably have just gone up and went up to the wall.
I found myself. Please.
I'm leaning towards the Sulian Professor Sulian, and that space-time guy, space-time person. I saw a time room meant to grow food on my way in. Figured that was interesting. So I figured
name was Sergey or something like that. What about you two? Who interests you two?
Motioning to the NPCs.
And Rain?
Yes.
I do like that Sergey fellow. He seems pretty cool. Likewise, I think he would be an interesting choice. But I'm fine with all of them, really. I'm just waiting to get this over with. The school's not really my thing, but I'm kind of here for a forced reason.
And
Let's
you,
do that.
the one all the way in the front?
I think we should choose Professor Ekelin. I think having a professor of war tactics would be very helpful.
Yeah, that could be interesting. I don't imagine someone who fights against the theocracy has his best intentions, but yeah, that could work.
As more of like a meta question,
Yep.
is like, are war tactics like viable against like the Amber stuff?
It is. The Amber is a force that can make mistakes. So if you can outsmart it like a game of chess, it will fall into those traps.
Is it like a physical faction, or is it all just like sorcery?
There have been reports
Like a
of
force.
there have been reports of cults that have worshipped the Amber beginning to rise. Humanoid cults of humans, elves, dwarves, the like, that worship the forced restoration properties of the Amber. Although it's nothing more than hearsay. Maybe the ransacking of a Tachai village here and there.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Question?
take out. How many? There's 8 of us. I'm gonna take out like 8 coupons, and, like flip around to the blank side, and like hand one to each people.
Mhm.
All right, so maybe we could do a vote, write down who you want here, and we can count them out. Maybe put them in a hat and do a drawing, and take off my like hat and like write down and toss it in there.
I think that's a good idea.
Sounds about right.
Keep things anonymous.
How do we do this?
All right. So
as players.
if you guys want to, we could do it the fun way where you DM me your responses or DM me your votes, and then I'll tally them together.
Okay.
So if you want, shoot me a DM over on Discord and with your choice of who you want, and I will tally them all together.
Hold on, I want to try something.
Okay.
Okay. Does everyone see that, or do you only see that, Empo?
See,
Do you see it?
Okay. Because I did private GM role, and I was hoping that would work with text.
No, so what you want to do is do /W GM /whisper GM. And
Oh,
then
like
you can-
that. I think.
And then you could send stuff in.
Okay.
in-game.
Yeah, I see it.
I'm just gonna send it over Discord, I guess.
Just did both.
NPCs
We're
get a
only
vote too.
choosing. We're only choosing one or multiple.
Just choose one.
Okay.
We can have a run off that.
Write one on the paper, and Zeke's gonna go around with his hat collecting all the papers in a second.
You know what? Well, you know what? No, you know what I'm gonna.
Oh, is this like a tally thing? I thought it was like
We're all
Just
doing
random,
like
like-
a we're all doing like a
all
anonymous vote.
random.
No, we're doing an anonymous vote.
I see. I see.
Alrighty. I think all I need left is... Okay. So we have... I'm counting the votes. One hasn't voted. Who hasn't voted?
Check Discord, see if someone sent you a Discord message rather than.
I did my thing over Foundry itself.
Did I not have one of the NPCs vote? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay. We have a tie between,
Oh, let's go.
which I guess by that metric, I'll just decide it by a dice roll.
Okay.
All right. Wait, what's the tie? I'm curious.
There's
This is
a
what I
tie
think it
between
is.
Sulion and Sergey.
Okay.
Let's go.
Nice.
You see
Oh.
you see Zeke like count all the papers and like stare at it and then like put 2 pieces of paper back in there, shake his hat up, and then like pull one out and open
I
it.
guess.
Come on, Sergey.
Yeah,
Let's go.
I think it's Sergey because of the one.
Let's go.
And he pulls out the piece of paper after like doing a quick shuffle. It's just like, and
So it looks like you've chosen me as your professor.
Indeed, we have.
To be fair, I already knew the results.
yes, and he kind of like unfolds the paper at that point. It's like, it says Sergey. It's like, yeah, I was just about to tell everybody what we voted for. Do
Wonderful.
you like your coupon?
I don't really eat food.
Oh, what?
You can enjoy a good drink of shock and shrimp soup.
I don't really eat food. That applies to drinks too. He does look, for his height, which is 6.5, he does look a little light, a little skin and bonesy. All right, I can begin taking you to our classroom where we will begin working.
Right away. Wow, that's
Well, it is just to go over classroom procedure and all that stuff. I don't expect you to start working on your semester project, at least today. I'll have to show you tomorrow. I'll show you around the campus facilities before we can actually begin working on our project, because you'll probably have to go to the pavilion to get your supplies. And he walks out. Come follow me. I need you all to make me a perception check. So you can go to your sheet and click perception over by the skills.
Woo. Not 20, baby.
Okay. Yeah. You guys would notice that there is scowls coming from Professor Ekelin, like he's sizing you up.
Oh, not 20 for me as well.
Who? Sizing like the class up?
No.
He's just looking at you and just like thinking, huh.
I was the only one that got a nat 20. You guys have dirty 20s.
Yeah. Also, question.
Oh, really?
How long is it?
Max
Wait,
max
question.
damage will be shown through green, and natural ones will be shown through red.
Question.
Yeah. What's up?
How long are semesters?
Half a year.
Okay.
All right.
There, professors.
I'm guessing they're coming with us too.
Yeah, they are. I just I'm gonna move them.
Yeah.
Are the professors player characters?
No, he Sergey. A little known trivia. He is one of my old player characters for another campaign.
Ooh.
I have
Cool.
some of my own self inserts here because I like that kind of stuff. But no, all the NPCs other than Sergey are new NPCs that no one has seen yet. No one's played in this area before, except for someone else. But he's not.
Okay, interesting.
He kind of opens up the door. You might want to not step in here, but this is kind of the stuff that the university does. This is a project that one of my old students did. It is a time chamber that can automatically grow food, in the extent that something happens to the world and Trelmar is left to survive on its own. We can grow our own food using time magic.
Interesting. What kind of food?
It only grows some kind of berries that grow on vines, grapes and those kinds of food. But we're slowly beginning to expand and working with other types of vegetables and fruits.
That reminds me of some people down in Bill Bucket building bunkers to try to avoid the amber and stuff.
Yeah, Bill Bucket. They don't. I don't know if anyone from Bill Bucket knows about magic. I'm sorry to offend anyone there.
Kind of funny. The only teacher that can't eat is growing the food. I must say.
I choose not to eat by choice, not by force.
I see.
What is that?
You would also notice that he carries a cane and he uses it to walk. He turns the cane and like flicks the big hand on the clock, which is kind of on the point at which the cane begins to curve for his hand. It turns into a sword and he taps the door and it turns into a glass door that he can see inside the chamber. We try not to put many students in here. We did in one occasion, and let's just say that student is no longer with us.
How
Too
do
bad.
y'all go about procuring the food then?
I do it.
Yeah, great question.
I do it. I have complete mastery over time and space. That kind of stuff doesn't affect me anymore.
Right.
So-
Professor, while we're over here,
Yes.
one of the other professors was giving us a bit of a stink eye.
Was it Ekelin?
Does Eklund not like you, so?
Ekelin doesn't like anyone. A bit, the war between the Crimson Phoenix and the Hard Oak hurt him. Lost a lot of people. I have personal beef with him, but that is not any of your concern. Alright, moving forward.
Texan will just think to himself that, all right, got that one right, and like give himself like a mental pat in the back.
Okay, I'm gonna hide these NPCs, but just imagine that they're following you guys.
Yeah.
He points with his sword to this red circle. This is the teleportation circle that will be active as soon as your classes start. Students are allowed to come and go as they please. You'll be given special equipment during your missions to ensure that you will be teleported back here at a moment's notice if anything happens with the university. And you see a student kind of teleports. He forms here himself And he takes his notebook, kind of like writing things down. Huh. I didn't know that planet could have been so hostile. And he begins walking past and kind of like slowly like moves around Thexan and out of the door. So yes, as you can see, students do come in and out as they go.
Did you say planet?
Indeed. He said planet.
Sure. Yeah.
I believe that is the planetary studies professor. He sent his students to Kaisen last year. Kaisen is one of the planets in the sky.
All right.
Oh, small world we live in now.
The world is a lot bigger than you think. It is a shame that we are locked to such a small portion of it. He begins walking again. This here is Fira, if most of you have met her. She is the person that does most of the desk work for the university. If you're interested, she can teach you some of the things about the university, tips and tricks, where to get good food, where to get good books. She kind of nods. Thank you, Sergey. She was one of my own students at one point before she graduated.
Hey, Elfira.
She kind of gives you all a nod. How are you liking Sergey so far? In my opinion, he was, out of the four, he was the best option. Come on, Fira. No need for flattery.
Thexan will write down in his journal, under the name Fira, and just say, bias about certain things. And then close the journal and put it back in the satchel.
All right, over here is where we will be going to the classroom. Please do not look into this altar here. There's nothing important there.
Is there something important there?
The forbidden book of the first of Trelmar himself, actually. Located right there.
What makes it so forbidden?
Trelmar had immense power. They say that he was one of the only people in recorded history to have mastery over all 5 shades. And inside that book, no one knows what's in there. The people that have went in there have ended up losing themselves.
Hold on. Question.
Yes.
What is a shade?
Shades are metaphysical laws that exist within the world. There's the amber, which I'm sure you're all well aware of. The amber, the cobalt, which is life and death. Jade, which is time and space. Yours truly. There is the shade of white, which is the storyteller, and then there's the shade of black, which is divinity.
All right.
If you understood any of that, blink twice.
I'll
Why
go
are
ahead,
none?
blink once.
Why are none of you blinking?
Like
There's dead
twice
on.
in each eye, or just like
Fish
does blinking
eyes.
in each eye once count as 2?
I blink with both eyes twice.
Okay. Blinks twice.
Walk
Wow.
size was there.
That's a record. Someone got it before. All right, and that's why my lore is confusing.
Blinked
he
out of
begins-
existence.
And he
Very
begins
good.
he begins to take you into the classrooms. I will need to move you all over, so give me a moment.
All right. While we're moving, right? Why is such an important book just out in the open?
No one's strong enough to contain it yet. They say that the next Archmage, Connard, is strong enough, but he will have to go through trials of his own.
Are students allowed to test themselves to open the book?
No, absolutely not. If you are strong enough, well, see it through administrative means.
Jervis could do it. No problem.
Yes, I'll have to make my way back here later, won't I?
Have you ever thought of putting a blanket over it?
We actually did. The blanket got destroyed bit by bit. All right, and we are close to loading into this map.
Now, if you buy a Shock and Shrimp Siwu Weewu branded blanket, probably wouldn't do that.
He kind of puts, as you guys walk up to this small building, but it appears a lot It is vertically big and not horizontally big. He puts his sword into a special keyhole and turns it, and the door opens. Or he puts his cane in the keyhole. All right, this is the first dorm room. I have something to tell you when we enter the first classroom.
Those are 2 drakes.
Why is there 2 me?
There is. Oh shit.
Oh,
Did
I'm
I-
refracting.
Did I forget?
He's just gone.
Finally,
I
we blinked out of existence.
forgot.
We blinked twice.
Ah, there you go.
Oh, I'm back. Was gone for a minute. Had to test that book.
No, you did not test the book.
No, you didn't.
Just joshing you, mate.
Okay.
All right, this over here is my classroom. Feel free to take a seat as you like, as I go and change the music. I hope that doesn't have lyrics in it.
Okay, let's see.
Maybe.
I haven't been back in a classroom in like several years now. It's a bit
One. All right. That's the one.
Can I
bit
sit
of
on my
a
lap, buddy?
old experience.
All right.
Jazz in the class.
Dude,
Funky.
jazzy.
3 students move in, begin taking their own seats. All right, so I'm going to explain how this campaign is going to work. So you will be spending your first semester here at Trelmar University, and every semester you have a big project at the end that you will actually present in front of the headmaster of Trelmar University. Each professor gives their own project and own assignment, and this takes precedent over everything else within the school. There are no exams, there are no tests. Sure, there might be assignments and you might learn a little bit of lore within the world, but this project is the most important thing. You can go to the project at any time through the red teleportation circle in the admin hall. It is specially designed to where you need to go. Sergey will talk more about what your project is in a little bit, but because you have 3 NPCs here, you can only bring one of them, on your missions. And because these are missions that you'll take multiple times to get through, you can bring multiple different ones. Like for instance, you take Tara into the first bit of the dungeon, you leave and then realize, okay, Tara might not be the best for this next portion. Take in Spell or Rain. And Wild.
Spell or Sean?
Yeah. Spell or Rain. That's both of her names.
Okay.
During this downtime that they are not doing anything for the project, they can make things for you. So they can each, I have it over here. Tara can make Tara can make potions during downtime. Chantil can make consumables, which are non-potion items like Molotovs and that kind of stuff. And Spell of Rain can make spell scrolls for you during downtime. So it's kind of like a thing of like, okay, are we low on potions? Maybe we don't bring Tara to this next mission. You can like think ahead of what you want to do. Or you could just go the 5 of you and have all 3 of them do their things. But do keep in mind that this will be built for 6 people dungeons. And they are also leveled characters as well. And as you grow in strength, so will the class. Spell of Rain is a wizard. Chantil is a Tinkerer Cleric, which is a custom class. And Tara is a sorcerer. Dragon sorcerer.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Any questions?
I don't know. I feel like there's. No, I'm not gonna say anything now. I'm just curious to see what happens next.
Okay.
If I wanted to ask about some of the magic stuff, would I ask about that during RP stuff? Probably. The teacher.
You can ask now. It doesn't have to be necessarily
Okay.
within RP.
What is like? What is like the storyteller shade?
Okay, so the shade of white is the shade of me telling the story. So the dungeon master and the story that I'm weaving. It is represented as a world of strings that shows your destiny and all of the things that I have planned for the world, the characters within the world, and the conflicts. And there is a player character, Mercy, who has or is on the road to mastery of the white shade, and he can speak words that I speak during the game. He can speak words of the storyteller, and they give him specific effects like power words. If you watch Verum, they're similar to that.
Okay. So we can like actually like
Wait,
like
so
try
that
to
person can
master
like
these
what?
shades?
Speak
You can?
Cyclopean or speak your world's version of like Cyclopean or something?
Yep, Cyclopean is my speak. So it's the word of the creator speaking the words of the story.
Okay.
There's a downside, however. The more he uses those words, the more likely it is that I can take over his character and speak for him. So leaving that player agency, taking it and putting me in his place for some time. But that hasn't happened yet.
Can you repeat what Spell and Chantel are?
Spell is a wizard. She hasn't picked her subclass yet, and Chantel is a tinkerer cleric, which is a custom class for custom subclass.
Okay, I'm just ready for my notes.
Yep.
Is so
Surprised
are
there's
like
no bard.
are the like base
Or
spells like separate from the shade system?
No. The space and time spells from the Chronergy and Thaunergy, they are small bits of the shade of the green shade of the jade shade.
Okay.
Yep. I believe it is dark green is space and light green is time. That's a good way to know. I think.
Cool.
All right, Sergey, kind of as you guys get acquainted in your seats. All right, so let me tell you a little bit about how the university works. He explains there are a couple of things that you need to know first. First and most importantly, welcome to the university. It is wonderful to have you here.
Hail.
You, my friends, are a part of the Green Echo clan, which is the clan that I co-sponsor within the university. So if there are any other sporting events or anything, you can participate through the Green Echo clan. Make sense?
Yes.
There will be times where you could do that, and if I win, I get special goods that I can give to you guys on your missions. So it's something that doesn't happen too much, but it is nice to contest yourself against other players or other players of the game.
What sports are here?
Most of our sports rely upon traditional martial sports, dueling. I actually haven't. Some spell games like Spell Break, where you try to cast as many spells as you can and making combos with them. There are contests of popularity, where you try to make your spells as flashy as possible. There are stereotypical tournaments of power, of magic, those kinds of things. We also have Magical Dodgeball, which is where you use spells and try to eliminate people from a ring.
I'm assuming there's no like flying brooms in your world, right?
Believe it or not, there are flying brooms.
Okay, it's like Quidditch.
We used to have a game where you would get these little balls into these hoops, but for some copyright reasons, we don't play it anymore.
Be right.
Perfect.
Now, more importantly, it's time to talk about your semester project. I need to change the music because this is no longer happy vibes. We're going sad.
No.
Time travel's kind of jazzy.
Something
Eat the
I have a
phone.
question about. Is everyone hearing the music change?
Yes.
Okay.
You
Let
might
me
have
figure that
you might
out.
have rhythm muted.
Oh, Oh, through Rhythm, not through Foundry itself. Right. Oh no, Rhythm isn't here.
Yeah, Rhythm just left.
Oh.
Rhythm.
Yeah, Rhythm said fuck your shit and left.
Such.
But he's back.
Hey,
Bye, Rhythm.
Rhythm's a little sus.
Okay.
Rhythm sucks, bro.
You see Sergey kind of tense up a little bit as he tries to think about how to word this very carefully. I don't really know how I need to word this, but I guess I'll just say it blunt. You'll be under my tutelage, but I don't know if I will be here for a while longer, if that makes sense.
oh no,
Um,
what's happening?
I am destined to fall ill to a disease that is uncurable. I have done the foolish thing and have peered into my own destiny, and it didn't turn out favorable. And you see, snaps his fingers, and a small little orb that was in the corner, purple, fizzles out. Now that no one can watch us, I worry that something is afoot within Trelmar University. I fear that something is going on underneath the surface. And your job, or your semester quest, is to figure out what's going on. You'll probably exile yourself from specific students, from specific professors, but it is something I think we need to do. If Trelmar falls under any circumstances, you all will have a tough time fighting the battles you're supposed to fight soon. And also, I hope to transition my power to one of you. I just have to think who.
Each.
I am what we call an Apocal Guardian. I have mastery over Jade, over time, over magic, over space. And one day I hope to give some of that power to you all, so that you can defeat the enemy that lurks from above.
You're putting quite a bit onto us very early.
Well, your other quests would have been the same, but this one has a little bit more higher stakes.
Do you know how much time you have until you disappear?
I have a good couple months.
Wow, that's not long at all.
Probably
Well, that feels
by
like long enough to change it now.
probably by the end of the semester. I cannot change my condition, unfortunately.
I'm sure there's some way to fix this.
Question.
Yes.
Can I roll like what? Can I roll like an Arcana? Now I'm gonna say it and tell me if it's meta or not. Can I roll an Arcana check to see what he's talking about when he said I looked into my own destiny?
Sure. Roll me an Arcana check.
Okay. Or like, would that be like an intelligence check?
No, it'd be Arcana because it's magic, and Arcana is intelligence anyway. On a 15, you can make the assumption through the gaps that he has given you that time magic allows you to look into your own destiny and your own strings.
There must be a trade-off to all this time magic. Well, what's the possibility?
Well, the possibility is that I'm erased from the timeline entirely. But the trade-off is that I can do things like this. You watch as his hand turns a light green as he rips another clone of himself into the world.
Oh, shit.
I can do things like
yeah,
this
that is sick.
as he forms an echo right next to him. It's an art that not many know about. The art of time. It's a shame we all run out of it so much. Just when
I
you
can
think,
understand that.
just when you think you're going somewhere, it steals it right under your feet.
Deke's gonna be playing around with a bracelet. And anyone who's religious would like see that it's like the religious symbol for like Grima, and he's just like counting down each of the bands.
But what I do know is that I am here, and I will enjoy my time here while I still have it. I don't want you all to feel sad, because the memories that we'll have will last a lifetime. They'll last the whole time. And even if I'm forgotten through some time magic, hopefully I can leave a little bit of impact in each of your lives.
Well, let's like this final semester can, eh, Prof?
Yes, let's make it a fun one, eh?
Sure, we'll be able to do a lot.
I want to say something, but I don't want to be a downer.
Say it.
If from the looks of it, he's gonna get killed by the amber in the future. And isn't that if you're affected by the amber and you die from the amber, you're erased from existence?
Are you asking this in character?
No, out of character.
The out of character answer as to why this is like this, he is not by choice, he is on the side of the enemy. Because he is one of my player characters, and I put them through suffering. So, he has previously fought against another group of adventurers in the towers. There are towers that have appeared across the world, and 5 of my player characters have been placed within those towers for the heroes of the world to fight.
Okay.
And when they die, they will be passed on to the next, like anyone else.
Right, Sergey, do you happen to have a place for us to start if you are so concerned with the undergoings of this school? Is anyone you suspect to be an issue?
Well, my personal grudge tells me that Ekelin might be involved, but I don't want to make an assumption like that, because if I'm wrong, it looks poorly on me. So I have no preconceived notion that anyone would be a part of a cult or anything, but I believe it might have to deal with the spell book that we passed by recently. I believe people are trying to take over that book and trying to gain access.
Are you able to destroy it somehow?
I don't know if that's possible. And I don't know what the consequences of that action would be.
And back to the question I asked way earlier. Why do we keep it out in the open?
Because we
Great question.
because we can't move it. Any attempt to touch it has led to not pleasant outcomes.
So what do you need us
grab
to
the
do?
guy that came from originally, just grab him out of the old time, bring him here, have him read it again? No?
Sadly, if I do that, that would be a bad thing. Time has its own limits. I can't bring someone that has verged back to life.
Really?
Well, now that we know what a semester project is and how short of a time you have with us, what's your first lesson, Teach?
All right. First, and most importantly, I'll teach you a little bit about my friends. For, as if this information will be able to go out to the other adventurers that are dealing with this problem, maybe it will give them some guidance. And he summons a chalkboard behind him, and he begins talking about the other refracted. The refracted are my other player characters.
Okay.
He forms a mage hand in his offhand and begins to draw elegantly the shapes of the other player characters that I've had before.
Just stick figures.
Let me see if I can get their. Let me see if I can get their art. If I can do that, that would be sick.
Very pog.
You're pretty dope.
Okay.
How would this work? Okay, go here, go here. No, not there, surprisingly. Oh, is it here? It's here. All right, the first person that forms is a dwarf, standing at about almost 5 feet tall, wielding a hand of water and a large halberd that extends maybe 15 feet tall.
A
Dang.
5-foot dwarf, you said?
Yep.
That's a tall ass dwarf.
This first one.
It's a sick halberd.
This first one. His name is Alexandros Ironsail. And he was the second of the refracted. The first, I'll tell you about in a minute. He is the leader, or the previous leader, of the Bastion. History checks.
Ooh, I'm good at these. Oh, I'm not good at these. I lied.
How do I?
I'll give myself guidance. I'll just roll d4.
History.
Give myself
Okay.
guidance for the next round. No worries.
A 7.
Yeah. You know, yeah, I should be proficient in history and not nature. I think that's a mistake. Hold on.
Okay.
Do I get plus anything for these, or just not say it?
It should automatically be calculated. It doesn't appear that
cool.
you're proficient in history, so you only have a +3 bonus. If you click on the if you click on the roll itself, you'll be able to see the math behind it. So for your roll, you rolled a
Gotcha.
4 + 3 is 7.
I didn't realize it was like a if you're proficient in it. Interesting.
Yeah, if you're proficient in it, you get your proficiency bonus added to the roll, which is a +2.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. No, I changed it to history. I should have been proficient in history, especially since I'm a knowledge cleric. But
That's fine.
I don't know why, but that wasn't a thing.
All right, so
So,
an
yeah.
18 is the highest roll. So he asks the question, "What is the Bastion?" as your first school question. You guys kind of look around as you don't really know. Then Helios or Aeneas raises his hand. The Bastion, they are a group of religious paladins that fight in the name of the gods of light, specifically the law light of Alia, even though she's not technically a god yet. Think of all the lawful gods. They follow those gods and they preach the light. That's what your character would know.
Gotcha.
Oh, you might be muted, Helios.
Isn't the Bastion the group that fights for the lawful god?
Aye. The Bastion is a group of paladins that they worship many different gods under the pantheon, but they were originally created as the Vedic Inquisition, a group of hateful paladins that would vanquish those that didn't agree with them. However, through the guidance of Alexandros Ironsail and the aid of other adventurers, he changed his ways and he changed his heart. The guild ended up changing into what is known as the Bastion today after the solar barrier broke. Alexandros is one of the strongest, if not the strongest, of the refracted. Make no mistake, he's lived for thrice the lifespan of a normal dwarf.
That's even long to begin with.
Where are the refracted now?
Where are the refracted? They are in many places. They, at one point, live within their tower, as it's a split consciousness. But they're also allowed to walk the world. Mostly sulking about the predicament that they have fallen into. And if you have any questions about it, I will answer them in the meta.
What's the meta?
Like, you can answer them out of character. I'll answer them out of character.
Oh, gotcha. What is
Because this is-
so what is the refracted?
The refracted are my player characters, like players that the characters that I've played in actual campaigns that I've taken from their worlds and put them in this world. And because I like my player characters, or I like my characters to suffer, I make them suffer.
Okay. Like, what does it like mean to be a refracted though? Like,
okay, that's a good idea. A refracted, it is the soul of the player, of you, in the game. So there are a couple people in the game that have multiple refracted of themselves. So there's a person named Kirby in the Discord, and he has 5 characters. That means his player soul has refracted 5 times into 5 different characters. So if you have the option to make other player characters in the future, your player's soul will refract into different characters. And that is how that works.
Does that affect the character at all?
You have a very slight connection to that character due to the fact that you share the same kinship. It is possible that you can speak to previous refractions, although it's very rare and it's very unlikely.
Is that like it's like a known term in the RP world?
No, because it's a meta thing.
Yeah, okay. I was just confused. I was just wondering because he told us about it.
Yeah, like I'm guessing this is something only our specific campaign would know.
Yes and no. I say no because I've mentioned it before, but the refracted the refracted is a group. I'm not talking about the refractions. I'm talking about the refracted, which are the group of characters that I have played before and have refracted into this world. And
it's pretty much their name in a way.
Yep. Think of it as my OCs, and they have made their own boy band.
Okay.
They're called the refracted.
It's like a concept as well as like kind of like a group.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Okay.
We are being introduced to this term as a group, but not the concept. But out of character.
Yeah, because I can't have Sergey say that they're refractions of Empo, because your characters wouldn't know what Empo is or who Empo is, and that would break many different fabrics within the story.
All of our brains
just breaking the 7th wall.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Is there any other questions you have about Alexandros?
Seems like a pretty cool guy.
Looks like a badass pirate, isn't I right?
Yes, he actually has the essence of Davy Jones within him.
Oh, a fellow man, I see.
He's what we call a revenant of the lost, but that is more about the cobalt than it is of my specialty. And he moves here. The second to form is a small goblinoid with many different scars across his green body and purple hair. Jesus. This one. You see him actually break into a smile. This one is the goblin known as Jesus.
That's a good name.
Did he die on the cross?
No, but technically he did resurrect himself.
Even better. Okay.
So Jesus is what we call a splitkin, where there are 2 souls within one body, the body of a goblin and the body of a human. He is known to be very chaotic. That's what we call him.
It's like a resilient lad. That's what's up.
Right.
In the world that he comes from, he's actually a god, which is why he can tend to break the fabrics of the world and say things that might not make sense.
Huh. Okay.
If you have any out of character questions about Jesus, please let me know.
So is there, if he's a god, right?
That does not
Like,
mean
quote, unquote.
that does not mean he's a god in this sense.
Yeah. Like I was just thinking, do you have like a cleric subclass of him?
No,
Like,
he's
would there
not.
be like worshippers of Jesus?
He's not a god in this world. He's a god in that world. There's a difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
I think I might know a couple. You know. I don't know. Is he like? So he's from a different world, right? But
Yes.
he's like a god in that world.
Yep.
But he's not in ours.
He's not in
Things?
this one.
Okay. But he's like, is he confined to this one, or is he like, you know?
He is. He is confined to this world.
Okay.
Because technically they're two different characters. Because it's a little bit weird when I explain it. He's my character, but he also exists in two worlds at the same time. So they're a little bit
That means
different, the
it's
two of
4
them.
souls.
Yes.
Gotcha.
One of the people in chat, Alpaca Shenanigans, she's actually the DM for that game, and
Okay.
Jesus comes from that campaign. I need to switch the overlay to get this art. Oh, not that.
Rage.
Becca.
Let me go over. I need to get the art for this. For these two. It's actually good. I need to get them at one point.
Just like real life.
Yeah.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna be right back.
For the Green Echo Clan, is that just houses? Is that just Harry
Yes.
Potter
Yeah.
houses?
Yeah. It's like Fire Emblem 3 houses.
Okay.
They're like.
He's just to learn. Is he gonna? Sorry.
No, you go.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, you
No,
go.
no. You were telling about the houses, so I
Uh,
insist.
they are similar to like the 3 houses clans in the Fire Emblem game. If you've ever played it.
Is Sorga gonna teach us about the Jade, or is that like a
He will.
separate thing?
He will.
Interesting.
Do I have all of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What am I missing? I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all of them actually. Okay. You guys can ask your questions. I just need to I need to get back here with that. All right. You're good to go. I just had to get art and just in case it showed on the.
No, like in character, like out of character questions, I don't have any.
Okay. What about in character?
Yeah, no.
So like the Shades are like a well-known like RP idea, right? Like it's not just like a meta thing.
Yeah, it's well known.
Yeah, considering he's a Jade guy, of course it has to be.
It's well known.
It's integral to the world, yeah.
Okay. And Amber is a shade of that?
Common
Yep.
knowledge, yes.
Amber is the
It's
shade.
all common
Okay.
knowledge. as well.
So, think of the shades as laws more so than magic. So Amber is the law of chaos and order. Wherever there is order, there must be chaos. Cobalt's life and death. Jade is of time, and then the black and the white are a little bit.
Right,
They're
yeah.
they're a little bit separated from
Like
that.
do we have any more questions? 'Cause I'm good.
We can continue.
Okay. The next one that forms.
Oh no, he's gone.
Is Empo even here?
I'm here.
Okay.
No, he had to step away. Anyways, if session lasts for 3 hours, it ends in 6 minutes.
We
You
started
guys
late.
started like
Started
an hour
late.
Yeah,
ago.
we started a little bit
Okay,
late.
alright, that's fair.
We started late because I got
I mean,
hit with some
yeah.
bad things. Okay, let me get
It
you.
just
Man, that
depends on
Jade-
the process moves.
Man, a player character being the Jade guy sounds sick.
That's what's going to happen. Hopefully, at one point there will be.
Shout out to Draco Leech.
There is someone who has control of. There are 5 people that have control of the Amber. One will hopefully
This
have control of
was
the
not
Jade.
quite what I was expecting coming to the school. A bit heavy on us. That's for certain.
First day.
I
The
apologize,
professor's telling
but-
us he's gonna die. It's quite the
I apologize.
thing to break on a new student.
I think we can take him easily.
Yeah, we'll just kill him early. It's fine.
No, not him. Of course not him. Of course not the professor.
We can take him.
I think we're gonna do this project easily.
Easy dubskis.
It might be easy, but I'm not really sure figure out what going on is, how exactly to present that to the headmaster.
It's not the most specific task. I will say that.
Again, I'm sure we can take it.
I think this is a keep to ourselves moment. I believe that's what they call it.
Yeah, it does seem like a need to know information.
You do not have to worry. I will make up a project
Is
on the
that
side.
all the
Nope, there's
there's
another one coming in. There's another one coming in.
Well, I wonder if he's
I've been muted the whole entire time. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you were here.
Yeah, there's another refracted coming in. This one is taller than the other two combined. He is a large elephant wielding a quarter staff in his trunk. And the other two, his fists are covered in lightning, but white lightning. This one is Velentov. He comes from another world that was harsh and cruel. He was known to defy the odds, being an elephant that can run faster than any human. He will certainly be tough to fight and tough to vanquish, but he is a lover, not a fighter. Unfortunate. I was missing one. Yeah, and you can ask me any questions you have on him.
All right. Yeah,
The goal here to be fighting these guys. Or what?
This will not be your fight, no, but the fights of other adventurers within the world. So other campaigns will be fighting these towers and battling these characters.
Okay.
What's a campaign?
So.
Sorry.
Wait. So are we the baddies?
You're always a bad guy. You're always a bad guy in someone's story.
I don't know if I like that answer.
Hey, just because you're a bad guy doesn't mean you're a bad guy, you know?
I can.
Someone will jot that down.
Statement quite well.
All right, another figure begins to form from the chalk. This time, this figure wears many different plant-like clothing, and his face is covered with all of the seasons across his face. He wields a shadowy dagger, and and on his other hand, a sword of similar color to his face. This one is by far one of the scariest of the 5 refracted. His name is Ramorn, and he has mastery over every magic that is available, even having his own domain anchored to his body.
Oh.
An anchor is a plane off in the planar realm. It is a mini plane that is crafted by your personality, and it is bonded to you through an immense practice. He is also he loves to battle, let's just say.
Is there, it just says a medical, I'm trying to I can't see a bigger picture of him for some reason.
It needs to load. It's a very high quality image. You're gonna have to let it load.
It took a while for me, but I see it. That's sick. Cool. Yeah, that's definitely like a $80 to $100 piece of art right there.
It was. I want to get all of them commissioned. I have Sergey commissioned. I have Velentov commissioned. Ramorn commissioned. Jesus was made by the DM for that campaign, and I need to get Alexandros commissioned before the fight. But thankfully, the party that wants to fight him doesn't want to fight him yet, so we have a good long while before I can get that. So
nice.
Okay.
And the final one that begins to form is himself. And I am the last of the refracted. He kind of lifts up his suit, and you see that a large gash has formed across his chest. I have already done battle with the party that is destined to fight me, and I'm sure that you will be of assistance to them as well.
And
Kill them all, teach.
what way, Professor?
You'll probably be giving them aid in some capacity, helping them fight.
And this is something
Not
that you-
not in you actually fighting, but in you participating by giving them a little bit of your power in the time that they need it.
Well, you got any fatal weaknesses you got that we need to know about in that case?
Well, the magic that I use is very expensive.
Ah, I see.
Every time I use it, I feel my body getting older. Of
So how
course,
old are
How
you?
old are you right now, teach?
it's been so long
That-
since anyone has asked that question. I am
Are you?
a couple thousand years old, I would assume. I have kind of just done my thing roaming around the world. So much
Let
time
me tell
on
you,
my
you
hands.
don't look a day over 1500.
I appreciate it. Thank you. He kind of chuckles to himself. That was the first time I've laughed at a joke in a long time.
That's a good one.
If you want to know more about their weaknesses, feel free to ask me as well. Because, although they might seem tough, they don't want to fight. This is something we don't want to do by choice, but it's something that we're forced to do.
Are we
By who?
destined to?
He snaps
Help.
his fingers, and the roof disappears, and you see above you, towards the sky, 3 amber planets that just hang above the atmosphere in suspension. That the enemy has coalesced power into the 3 lost worlds before. And if this world doesn't want to be the 4th, then you must win every battle. It is a game of chess.
Are we destined to assist these heroes then, as just students?
Yes. After your first semester here, you will be making your way to a settlement known as Ramblebush. That is where you will meet adventurers who are of similar strength to you, and you'll be able to give them your help and aid them in efforts.
This is something you've seen then, with your magic.
Yes. You will be successful in your task here. Although I'm trying to be light on my words so that I don't make the timeline set in stone.
You have a lot on your shoulders, Professor. Maybe
Yeah.
you can find some time to take a break and go to Siwu Wiwu and get a.
No.
This was a
Bunch.
bad marketing strat.
Yeah.
Nice advertising, buddy.
I've learned throughout my travels, right? I've seen good, quote unquote, merchants. I believe that's their name. And I've seen the merchants that are considered by many to be bad. The bad ones tend to, I believe the word is, over advertise themselves.
Ooh, fight them, kill them right now.
And finally,
Point.
Why would I-
Point.
No, I eat rocks, not people.
Boss music. Why do I hear boss music?
and finally,
Monka Giga.
after the 5 refracted are defeated, you will be able to finally seal the amber for a long slumber. As this figure appears. This is Khan, the first refracted. The servant of the enemy.
Baby. Sorry.
a little bit of lore on my character, Khan. He is the first character that I ever played D&D for. And
that's cool.
he is the main boss of the prologue phase of this world, where all of the campaigns will come together to fight him on the endgame date.
Ooh,
Is this like a prologue still?
Yes.
Or...
The world is in its
Okay.
prologue. It's in its infancy. And if the world fails, then we'll be moving on to the 5th world.
Con!
What?
Akakon.
Hey.
Uh,
Do we feel anything on the refracted? Like all these like projections? Like, do they have like a presence to them? The
He
projections
does.
are-
He does. He has an overwhelming presence. The presence of kindness, but also the presence of a backstabbing hatred.
I await for your battle, heroes. I look forward to the day that our swords clash.
As he forms 2 large scimitars in both of his hands before teleporting away.
I don't think that was supposed to happen. Right?
now that
I'm
didn't
s-
seem very wise.
I'm sorry, Khan. He kind of looks down, places his sword in the stone, says a quick prayer. I'm sorry if that was too much to put on to the 9 of you, 8 of you.
Can I get a gauge of how the other 3 NPCs are doing?
Yeah, we just got NPCs.
Rain just kind of has her jaw down on the floor. Tara's asleep, and Chantal is readily taking notes.
Just sleeping.
I'm gonna raise my hand.
Yes.
Can I go get a drink?
Use the bathroom.
I need
You're-
you.
You're free to go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run out of the classroom.
I assume then that like Con is the same like mastery over the Amber that you do over Jade.
Indeed. Khan is what I know to be the strongest Amber user that I've ever seen in my life.
Can't use Amber without like going crazy.
Yes. There are heroes who have used the Order side of the Amber and have used it for great work. They are called the Exalts. And they are hopefully... He half believes what he says.
Oh, okay.
They will be the people that will save us. You can tell, even without an insight check, you can tell he doesn't believe the words he says.
Question.
Yes.
All right. Wait, no, sorry. I went into my other character for a sec.
Okay.
All right. He's the mastery over Amber. You have mastery over the Jade. Do the rest of your refracted have the same mastery over different shades?
Thankfully, no. Alexandros has some cobalt within him due to the fact that he is a revenant, but the other ones, they have no shades within their body.
Revenant, you say?
The cobalt is currently being mastered within Ukalt, the hub of medicine in the Hard Oak, where we are. The white is being mastered in Ramblebush. The black has yet to be mastered. The amber has been split into 5, and the jade will be given to someone of immense power and potential. And when the last of the shade is mastered, then the end game will begin.
When all is said and done, what will happen to us?
If you win, your story will be told, and you will be hailed as heroes, and you will have a hero's rest. But if you fail, you will become a distant memory, erased from the books, and a new world will be born by the dual dragons again.
Wait, fifth world. So wait, is this the fourth iteration?
Yes.
I assume
Okay.
somebody's failed 4 times or 3 times.
There's much more that you do not know. But yes, the world has failed against this threat 4 separate times.
How many worlds are there?
We are on the 5th world.
How many are there total?
There are 3 above in the sky.
I mean, like, how many worlds are there in this like universe? Is there like a cap, or is it like...
When I say worlds, I mean their own universes. So there have been 4 universes at this point, and we are in the 5th, and we are. If the heroes fail against the Amber, then they will move on to their 6th.
I see. Okay.
Once again, this is quite a bit you're dropping on us.
Oh, I'm trying to think.
It
There's
had-
5
it-
shades, correct?
It had to
Sorry.
be dropped on someone soon. The mastery of the shades needs to be done quick. I'm afraid we don't have much time.
Better get started.
For in July
Oh,
of the next year, the fight will begin.
In
July? That's July.
in our
So we-
time completing this semester project, we will be attempting to figure out ways then to assist these heroes in mastering the shades.
Or- You are
This is
not
our role.
not obligated to go and help the heroes in Ramblebush. Feel free to just leave after your semester is done. I understand the weight of the job that you are doing and how much it can weigh on your conscience. You are free to leave and you are free to go back to your homes, but you now know of the stakes that are up at the table.
Also, just real quick.
Yep.
I think I've like desynced from the room or something.
Okay.
I like can't see any speech bubbles and no one's there.
You might need to refresh.
Yeah.
Okay.
refresh. You've given us a lot to think about. You've taught us a little bit about these refracted and the towers and the existence of heroes that we must assist. But
I am sorry for dumping such information on you so quickly.
what is our first step then as students here?
Well,
We need to complete the project, and then you foresaw us doing far greater things. But
I do like. Nah, I wouldn't do air quotes. That's not my character anyway.
most importantly, the first thing that you should do is get to know the university. So I will leave you all a set of money you can spend at the pavilion. And tomorrow I will show you. Well, I guess in a couple of hours I will show you your dorm room. That you all have a custom apartment paid out by Trelmar University.
Well, I sure hope so if we're going to stay here for that long.
At Trelmar, we try to create the bond of a family through our classes. So you will all get to know each other for the amount of time that you stay here and hopefully form a bond as strong as a family.
It's sweet. Thanks, Teach. Should we get on with it in that case?
Yes. He places a bag on Jervis's desk. And if you go through it, it has about 3,000 gold pieces.
Oh, sweet. Sure.
The-
Fun.
The shops at the pavilion will not be opened. They will not be opened today as it is orientation. The only one that'll be opened is the spellbook shop. But please use the lounge over here to read up on some books and have conversations. The other classes will not be here, so you can be as loud as possible. I have to go do some
Sweet,
studies.
thanks.
I will be always available.
Oh,
Just say my name and I will be teleported here.
So I do have one question before you leave, Sergey.
As he gets 1 foot out of the door, he kind of looks back. Yes?
The echo you created, could you perhaps teach me that sometime?
He gives you a smile. I can do that. Maybe you will be the one that will inherit the jade.
You'll see Z kind of grab his his wrist where there's a little gold bracelet and just kind of twirl it around as he watches it leave.
Teus is sitting against the wall, head in his hands.
He kind of sits down with you and places a hand on your shoulder. I assume you didn't take too kindly to what I told you in there.
My mama and papa sent me down here. I just thought I'd be learning more fire. I'm not sure if I'm too ready for all this.
You can learn all the fire you want, boy. Use the fire to burn the chaos that has rested and taken over this world. I will teach you fire, if that is what you wish.
That is.
He gives you a nod. On your first mission, I will give you a little bit of a boost to help you learn some fire.
Thank you.
Gives you a nod. I am your professor after all, and although I tried my best to not form bonds with people of this world, it appears that I have failed already.
Well, when some things are gone, sometimes family's all you got left.
As Sergey leaves with you hear a sniffle as he gets out of the door. All right, and you guys are free to move around the first set of classrooms as you will. There is a lounge up here, further classrooms in here, and there are bookshelves that you can choose to read from. However, the map is yours.
Everybody, let's distribute this gold, shall we? And then Jervis distributes it evenly.
Okay.
Did I miss?
Man of my word.
Did I miss anything important?
Nah, only the world dying. It's all good, man.
Oh, okay.
That was a little abrupt, but yeah, about that.
Funds right now. It's about 3,000 gold pieces. Sergey said it's a classroom fund for us.
Yep, so you can choose to split it out evenly, or you can choose to pool your gold together.
Oh, easier just to split it up here, if you know what I'm saying. If you don't want to, we don't have to, but you know.
I think giving everyone their own would make more sense than just one person keeping all of it for all of us.
Yeah, it's like we're getting robbed too, you know. It's dexterous as I wouldn't worry about if I were you, but you know, there's always the possibility.
Thexan picks up 4 stacks of 4 little bags of 375 gold and walks back down and plops a bag at each of the 3 tables, keeping 1 bag for himself.
Thank you.
Here you go.
Thanks for the gold.
How you doing, Ryan? Seems like you're taking this well.
I mean, I don't know if I like the fact that the world's dying.
Here you go.
Well, it's always dying, you know. It's gonna die someday, just like all of us.
I guess it is, but
What?
I didn't expect it to be.
It just gives a reason to live life like he wants every day, you know. And then Jarvis
Okay.
helps it in.
Oh, are you awake?
What I miss?
What?
Wagon.
Did you fall asleep as soon as you sat down?
Yeah. Why? I missed something?
You missed a lot, though.
Nothing important.
Good. Could you mind if I need to get more sleep? I stayed up till 3 a.m. trying to, not come here.
In that case, we'll leave the beauty to a beauty sleep. I see you later, missus.
She puts her head down again and falls asleep. All right. As you guys
Any good books in there, Zeke?
move into the lounge.
So you two guys just gonna sit, or you're gonna go into the lounge with us?
Chantal begins flipping through a small little spell book. I think I'm fine in here. Rain kind of gets up, and I think I'm gonna go and get some fresh air.
So be it.
Oh, you came off the exit.
Oh yeah, and I'll just tap on the table one more time. You did miss where our dorms were, so if you want to figure out if you would rather sleep in a bed than a chair,
I'll find out from Snaky over there.
So be it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Up here.
All right. And as you guys are in the break room, what's up? What's going on?
Trying to find some books here.
All right.
Googly. There's do you see anything on blood rituals?
Okay.
Can I roll to see? Like Ezekiel was talking about like religious people would know.
Oh, okay. I can rotate myself.
And as a religious man myself, I'm just curious as to what his bracelet is.
Make me a religion check. You want to figure out about his bracelet.
I have two bracelets on right now. I have two bracelets on right now. There's a little gold one, and then there's the
I think I would know what it is simply because it affected my cleric, but
Okay.
16.
Jervis, you would know that he has a wrist chain on his around his wrist. It is a golden chain, and it has 5 ivory strips and 1 green strip in the middle, and that is the symbol of Grima. Grima is the god of loss, grievance, and acceptance, and the 5 ivory strips is symbolic of the 5 stages of grief, and the green strip in the middle is the symbolization of someone getting over the grief that they have over someone losing their life. The other pendant is of which god?
It's not the other band is not of a god. It's just a gold band. Yeah, just a basic gold band.
And the other one's just
the drip.
The other one holds no religious value, but it is pretty drippy, as the cool kids say.
That's drippy.
It is something very specific to him.
Interesting. Well, I guess I probably shouldn't talk about that then.
You do find a book, Googly.
Do I?
Mm-hmm. You find a book on an ancient fighting style that you can spend some time to learn if you're interested.
You know, I would love to read that book.
All right. It is a traditional dwarven fighting style where they carve their skin in runic carvings of the stone people, the stone giants. Ooh. And those carvings is said to imbue their melee potential and their melee cap. So when you hit level 2, you'll get something that's called a fighting style. And if you wish, you can take that fighting style for your own.
Do all people get a fighting style, or is it just
only specific martial classes do? Fighters, paladins, and rangers are the only classes that get them, I believe. And if you if you get them through specific other means, like through a scroll, you can unlock it as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
Can I look through the bookshelf to see if I can find anything on blood rituals or vampires?
Okay. You find a book on runes, and specifically Ichor runes. Ichor runes are a type of rune that rune forgers use. They are runes of blood magic that can manipulate the blood within one's body. If you want, at level 2, I will give you the option to multi-class into the rune forger, which is the class that replaces the artificer. That is an option that you can take, Zane, if you want to learn more about blood.
Okay.
Ooh.
I will go read it for now. Probably in one of the other classrooms. She's just gonna leave everybody.
Okay.
Ooh,
But
okay, that sounds interesting. Now I'm just thinking of the concept. Rune Knight, Rune Forger. That sounds good.
All right, what you looking for in here, Thexan?
Anything about
You want to just pick a random book?
can I choose multiple books?
You can.
All right. First off, I would be looking for like a book regarding anything about like the gemlings. You know, like their origins and such.
Okay. Sure. You find a book about how to craft a gemling, a minor gemling, and all the alchemical alchemical components that are needed to craft one if you have the amount of time and an alembic to do so.
All right. He'll see the book and he'll pick it up.
Okay.
Look at it. And then hold on. I need to look at what mending does. Give me a sec. Okay, a single break or tear. Okay. And he will scoff at it and then he will put it back.
Okay.
Yeah. And then he'll search for any other random book.
All right.
Curiosity. Let's see where his tail lands him.
All right. As you take your tail, you kind of turn around and you begin spinning your tail around. This is what you find. Ooh, what does that? I'm gonna have to go into my book for this one.
Oh, Deep Notes Session 1 Pog?
damn it, none of these look familiar.
Let me take out the one note. Hold on. Okay. You have found a book on the suzerains, which are people who have elemental mastery over primal magic. Primal magic is magic in its purest form. Magic that requires actual elemental components to use. Think of the Avatar, how there are airbenders, earthbenders, water and firebenders. Yeah. Primal magic uses those magical components to fight. And suzerains are people that have mastery over that element. So there's a suzerain of water, there's a suzerain of earth, air, fire, and then there are fusion types of both of those. So lightning, magma, and all those kinds of in-betweens. Steam.
Got it.
And they are referred to as pillars.
Got it. Yeah, I'm just thinking, does that include like pretty much all damage types? Like, let's say for example, would there be a suzerain of like acid?
That would fall under the earth suzerain.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just thinking like a suzerain of acid that would fall under earth. I'm guessing poison would also fall under earth. Thunder would fall under lightning, which would fall under a mix of a fusion of like wind and water, I guess. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming that necrotic and radiant wouldn't be accounted for here.
They would not be, no, because they are not elements.
And would force damage be counted into there? Would that be a fusion of like all four at once?
I'd say force isn't accounted because it's It's not an earthly material.
Ooh.
I'd say no.
Otherworldly. Okay, interesting. All right. Thexen's tail will mosey on through the bookshelf, eventually getting hooked by its tail being hooked by one of the books, and as he goes to grab it, he sees a book of suzerains, and he goes and gives it a quick read.
Okay. You go through there. Antius, what are you doing?
These fireplaces are considered magical flames, right?
Yep, they are magical fire.
I'm just gonna be sitting in front of it, enjoying the warmth, attempting and failing to use control flames.
All right. As you attempt to control the flames, it's a little too wildy for you to control, and you feel your hand beginning to burn and your veins beginning to shake. But before we end the session, someone answers your call. I gotta get his token.
Ring, ring. Hello.
I was not expecting you to summon a god in the first session. But this is what D&D's for, huh?
Wait. Hell summoned a god already? Pog.
That's
It was an
big.
accident, I swear.
Hey, I mean, like, no, this is a good session one, bro. I got him to go into the deep notes, and now we're summoning a god. Oh no.
Okay. Yep. It's him. How is he doing today? Let me roll. How's he feeling?
Oh.
Okay. And what are you going to get in return? Okay.
You just rolled a 4. Not a D4.
Oh, I just rolled a 4? Well, damn.
4 equals 4.
Okay. As someone begins to form from the fire and the ash.
Oh shit, I used a arrow by accident. Whoops.
And you shoot the god immediately. Combat has started. You wipe in the first session.
Die. You know how it is.
All right.
Look at that. 20 equals 20, folks.
I hit the god. I clash. I kill him. I am the new god. Where is
Pog?
he?
What is
Impressive.
Antaeus about to talk to?
I gotta get his voice mod. And he has a special voice too.
Oh, okay.
Man, I just want to play with flames, and now I'm countering entities.
So what type of god? Oh, I know who you're summoning. All right. Wow, you're summoning the Dark Souls 3.
Well. Someone has danced too closely to the fire. Who are you?
Antaeus.
All right. Googly, you would immediately know who this is, as he is technically your god. Well, he's your patron god, as the theocracy worships him as a god.
Yeah.
Okay. And I would know who that is
Yes.
because Jesus Christ, I would know who that is.
What?
Not Jesus Christ, the God, but
Do you
Jesus Christ. Who's
want?
that?
Do you want to be blessed by the flame?
Mama always said that the fire would hurt, but
This thing sounds cool.
If left unchecked, it can burn, but you must control it.
I can control it.
Wonderful! We shall begin soon.
As he places his hand over your head, and you feel flame begin to wreath all out of your body. And you gain a special feature.
Oh shit.
You have gained an optional form of rage. The Rage of Flame. Whenever you rage, you can add extra fire damage to your melee strikes. And additionally, every time you move on a tile for 1 turn, it turns into difficult terrain, which is very important.
Onto a single tile?
So whenever he would move, so if he would move here, that would turn into difficult terrain. He leaves a trail of fire.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's like that one origin, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Try your boon, child.
I am going to rage.
Oh, right. First off, he moves you a little bit away so you don't burn the nice couch.
Yeah.
Now,
He's respectful.
is your rage a loud
Respectful,
rage
Lord of
or a
Cinders.
quiet rage?
It's a loud rage.
Okay, so you're the type of barbarian that screams when he rages. As you let out a scream, you feel fire begin to emanate from your breath. As you let out a rage, the flame begins to collect around your red horns, and they turn into magma. And for a second, you feel your eyes begin to light off streaks of red flame. The orange of your eyes turn into a bright red. And you feel your weapon, your halberd, almost melt under the pressure.
Yeah.
Good, good. You will fight with the power of 1,000 suns. Immolate them, burn them, destroy them. That is your task. No more refracted shall stand next to you.
As the figure begins to fade away. And that is where we will end our session. As next time,
What?
you go to the
I don't get any
pavilion.
cool shit?
You go to the pavilion.
Ah, yes, episode 1. God.
Man.
And before he leaves, he kind of gives Brady a nice salute and a wave, and he blows you a kiss.
Oh, I'll take it. Give him a salute back.
You blow some my Bro, what?
It's his patron's god. Patron god episodes.
All right. That's the end of our session.
Am I like look through the books or no?
You can,
Okay.
yeah. You can look through the books. What do you want to find?
Okay. I was honestly that fucking time stuff sounded sick. I'd like to see if there's any Jade books in here.
All right. Let's see.
I was muted, Puck. Just for me, can I mark that book like with something?
You can.
Like yeah, I'll just mark that book and then like, put it back on the shelf.
You mark it with a
That's it.
gem.
All right.
So, what is a gemling, by the way?
Gemling is a creation that is made purely of gem. So he is a gem dragonborn, which is a dragonborn that has been infused with gems and the magical properties of them. But gemlings are creatures of full gem that can be created and controlled, like a construct.
Okay, interesting. That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, gem
I mean,
golems.
yeah. I think I'll just say it right now. What I'm planning, because I was so busy trying to think up of a reason why a gem dragonborn would exist and not like a gem of a different race, to the point where I forgot to create my own backstory for my character. So I think for what I'm going to do is that I'm gonna figure out why, like my personal goal is to figure out why gem dragonborn are a thing. You know, why is it Dragonborn specific? Why is it not human or gem human or gem T'Chai or gem elf?
Jervis.
I was hoping you'd just be Tarek. Not gonna lie. I just imagine you as Tarek.
Jervis.
Jervis book.
You don't find a book on the Jade. What you do find is a book about divinity in the shade of black.
Okay. Read that shit.
Okay, as you begin to read it, you can perhaps awaken the power of the black shade that rests within your body. Perhaps.
Huge.
Who knows?
Hey, this is what I'm talking about.
As Antaeus begins to calm down from his rage, the fire upon his horns begins to put themselves out. The fire around his eyes, leaving nothing but a stray mark, a scar of the Lord of Fire, as you are now one of his members of his clergy. You have accepted the flame of the Phoenix, and the flame of the Phoenix leaves its mark, for you, upon your forehead. The mark of the Phoenix and the suzerain of flames.
Can I make a quick religion roll to see if the Lord of Fire's ideology at all mixes with Ashai's ideology?
Sure. Make me a religion check. There is one mix of Ashai and the Lord of Flames, or the Lord of Fire, and that is through the heat of summer. Sometimes the heat of the summer is so immense that rays of fire form across surfaces that conduct heat. So when you're walking down the street, you see those little vapor waves across the blacktop. That is what that crossing means, where where Ashai's influence and the Lord of Fire mixes and intertwines.
Surely this is not heretical in any way, shape, or form.
Heresy is in the eye of the beholder.
Before we fully end, could I, while I'm reading the book on runes, would I happen to remember any of these runes if they were used during my event?
Make me an Arcana check. 16. You feel
Pretty high.
your blood boil as you begin reading more and more about the book. As it appears that your people have an affinity towards blood and can use blood runes and amplify them. Was it connected to what happened to you? Maybe. More than likely, probably. But it is still knowledge.
Okay, but he's still not 100% certain.
You did not see any runes, but it's beginning to kind of look like the dots are being connected.
Okay. And I'll leave it at there for next time for me.
All right. This will be the end of our session. And at the beginning of the next session, you guys will make your way to the pavilion, maybe do some shopping, maybe fighting, who knows. However, some of you have received boons and some of you have received knowledge of the world around you and how much it has changed. And now the story begins to unfold for our set of heroes.
Yeah.
We'll see you next Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
For session 2 of the Trelmar Way.
Yep,
See you
thanks, Uncle.
guys. See you guys next time. Peace.
Peace.